Well, howdy, friends. This is David Vos, and I'm out here in the park today. This is August 27th, Wednesday, 2014. It's good to see everybody today. Well, yesterday I made a video about the Ferguson deal, and I mean, I'm kind of surprised by the reaction. I mean, on the surface, the reaction was real good. A lot of you folks said you agreed with me, and so forth. But I was really expecting people to say more. I was really expecting people to be upset, to say, yeah, Dave, we got to do something. This is just insane. I was expecting a light bulb to just go on in people's heads, and like, we're under martial law. And yet what I get is some people saying, oh, Dave, it's not a big deal. Hey, they have the right to do that under the Constitution of the whatever, and under this, law they passed. And yeah, they can do that, and so forth. And yeah, he was 300 pounds, so they had the right to shoot him. And then, okay, there are some people that are saying, yeah, Dave, I agree with you. But friends, do you know what you're agreeing to? Do you understand the predicament that we're in? Friends, this is awful. Back in the old West, things got bad. It was because some criminal or some ruthless cowboy came in and stole your cows, and it was terrible. But it wasn't the government of the United States of America that was supposed to protect us. It was our neighbor. There's always been evil in the world, friends. There's always been something going wrong. But we fixed that. 1776, when we started this country, and we created a constitution. And nobody could say anything bad about that constitution. Because the only thing that thing says is you're free. I don't know if a lot of you even understand the Constitution of the United States of America. It simply reads, "We the people." I mean, I'm gonna paraphrase it for you. We the people, we make the rules. Don't infringe upon our rights. We have the right to do anything we want, and the government cannot interfere. There is no government except to protect my right. That's it. There is no other government except the rights of the people. We have the right to free speech. That means we can say whatever we want. We have the right to assemble, to protest. We have a right to establish a militia to defend our rights. We have a right to carry a weapon. We don't have that right anymore. Friends, I want you to understand, we don't have that right anymore. When you have to go to the government to get permission to use your rights, we don't have the rights anymore. When you've got to go get a permit, then you don't have a right, because that means they control whether you do it or not. It isn't a right anymore. We don't have the right to carry a weapon. We don't have the right to free speech. They bring in the military. We don't have the right to a free trial by jury. Friends, we don't. It's all done behind closed doors. It's all money. It's all greed. They've taken us over. We are done, finished. Unless you people, all of you out there, have a different attitude. Because here's the thing. The only thing that's going on here is that the American people believe this is what they want. Because we are the government. All right? There's 350 million of us. And there's only a few of them, and they're all just obeying orders. Okay, we're the ones who run this country. Now, you want this Constitution of America or not? Okay, if you don't, then you just lay down and give up, just like most everybody else is doing. Throw your 2 cents in once in a while and do nothing else. You say, Dave, what am I supposed to do? I can't do anything. Well, first of all, understand the truth and get everybody else you know to understand the truth. Speak the truth. If everybody knows the truth, then the government, us the people, are going to do the truth. The problem is we don't know the truth. We think they've convinced us that we need these police out there policing. Who invented police? Where does it say anywhere in the Constitution we need police force? It says we need a military to defend us from foreign, things and stuff. But they have no right to send in the military to put down our freedom to assembly, or our freedom of speech, or our freedom of, to walk the streets. All these civil laws are unconstitutional. Friends, the reason why you're not going to you're not going to do anything about this is because you're going to give up your rights because of something that you like better. And that is the comforts of your own home and your cable television and your McDonald's and Walmart and all of these things that you enjoy. And these police are there to provide protection for them, and you want them. So you're just protecting the elite. And that's what you want. And that's why we have this situation. It's not because the elite are taking over and everything. No, we're the government. And until we decide that we don't want this anymore, this is the way it's going to be, and it's going to get worse. Because their power is growing, and their deception is growing, and it's encircling around us. And it's just about God is completely entrapped. And it has nothing to do with the police coming to shoot us. It has to do with our minds. They've got our minds. You've got to change your mind. You've got to understand that you have rights. And those rights mean freedoms. And those freedoms mean to be free from their technology that's enslaving us, from their, system that's set up to protect this huge mega system. But you like the system. Okay? So what do? Get out of the system. Get weaned off of it. Go get you some land out in the country and live free. Begin to live again. Find God. And teach the truth. And recognize the truth, that we don't have any freedoms. This government is a totalitarian system. The Constitution was breached long ago, and we're under martial law. And if you don't want it to be so, then you guys get out there and you start telling people the truth, and start accepting the truth for yourself, that we're done. We're finished if we keep this up. You don't have any rights. None. When the police can take you to jail and you're guilty until proven innocent, then we don't have any rights. When you don't get a jury trial, but a backroom deal, we don't have any rights. When you got people running around legally giving you drugs, and they're called the doctors, and they're prescribing and they're pushing these drugs on your grandma, taking the estate that belongs to you to pay for them and their lawyers, then we don't have any freedom. When we're going overseas and destroying all Middle Eastern countries and just wiping out their men, women, and children, stirring up all that unrest with the CIA and then going in and destroying them. The same thing we're doing with our inner cities. The CIA is bringing all these drugs into our inner cities. It's big business. Look at the prisons. Big business. Lots of money. You go to a town, anywhere in any town, and right downtown in the middle of town, the biggest building is the bank, and then it's the insurance company. And then you've got the hospital complex. And then you've got the prison complexes and the courthouses and all the lawyer offices and dentist offices and all these other things. It's just a bunch of bureaucracy. Ain't none of it anything going to give us any freedom. It's all just a big iron cage that we're in. I hope all of you understand what I'm trying to say. But isn't that bleak, friends? I know it sounds bleak. It really does. It sounds like, well, we're trapped. There's no way out. But there is a way out. And all we got to do is be educated, which means to stop being educated. It means to stop listening to their propaganda. It means to be free. Spend the morning watching the sun come up and a bird tweet. Watch a beautiful deer drink by this brook. And get all this confusion and insanity out of your mind. You don't need to watch the news every day, be filled with all their propaganda. All you need to do is know the truth, teach the truth to your children. Don't send them to these schools that are brainwashing your children. If we're going to do that to our children, then what hope do we have? We're sitting around complaining about, oh, the school did this and the school that. What are you sending them to school for? So they can have a big bureaucratic job and become a doctor and push drugs on people? So they can become a lawyer and take people's estates and all their finances and money and ruin older people? Friends, you see where the problem lies? It's right here. And it's right here. Right in our heart. And we've got to stop it. And this is David Vos, and I'm going to be signing out. You guys have a great week.